Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great. So I'm going to quickly demonstrate how you can share files or folder over the internet using your Google Drive. On my screen here we have files and we have folders. So let me delete this and demonstrate how we got to that point. So I did that during the demo. So here we have a text file, an image file and a video file. Then we also have a folder. Our goal is to be able to share all of these four contents over the internet using our Google Drive. So it's ideal to first of all compress an open folder that has files before we share them over the internet. So quickly, a way to do that is to right click here. I've got my compression file, which is the WinZip or WinRAR, and I've also got another alternative, which is the 7-zip. And by the way, these two are open source, so for you to get them, head over to your browser and type 7-zip, for example, 7-zip download. So that's it, 7-zip download, and it will bring you to this search result. The first one here, which is a 7-zip, www.7zip.org, to download. So you want to click on this one. And here we have different versions of the execution file that is compatible with your machine. In this case, my machine is running Windows 10 Pro 64-bit operating system. So you need to understand the specification of your system. Yours might be 32-bit, mine is 64. So, and this is for ARM, while this is for Intel. So depending on your machine specification, you can download any of these and install. And like I said earlier, it's completely free and without any issue. The other one is WinZip download, so or WinRAR. So WinRAR or WinZip. If you click on that, typically the first result should be what you need to download and install on your machine. So here we've got a WinRAR, and again you need to look for a version that is compatible with your machine. In this case, I've got WinRAR 7.0 64-bit. The website has automatically detected the architecture of my machine, which is a 64-bit operating system. So if I go ahead, click this, it will download, and then go to my download folder and install this. That will give me access to what I showed to you earlier. So let's go back to our folder here. So the goal is that, again, we want to share these four contents over the internet using our Google Drive. Having installed my WinZip or WinRAR, I'm going to demonstrate how you can compress this folder and its contents. So I'm going to right click on this folder, click on add to archive. By default, the archive name is the same or would be the same as the folder name. So in this case, we have folder with files .rar, which is the compression extension, the RAR file format or the zip file format. I prefer in this case the RAR. Okay, let me use the RAR and not the zip, because when I'm demonstrating with 7-zip, I'm going to use zip. So every other parameters being the same and with the folder unchanged, I'm going to click on OK. Because the folder has got like little content, the compression time is very little. And then here we have our RAR file, and if you double click on this RAR file, we are going to be able to see that it contains a folder. If you double click on this folder here, you're going to see the content that was here originally. So I'll close out on this and demonstrate how we can compress this same folder using the other free software or free utility. Again, like before, I'm going to right click and then I point my mouse to 7-zip and then click on add to archive. In this case, the default here is zip. You have other format like 7z, TAR, WIM and zip. So I'm going to leave it at zip, leaving every other parameter the same as before. I click on OK. Again, the 7-zip is going to compress my folder to, in this case, we have folder with files.zip, while here we have folder with files.rar. So this is the WinRAR and this is the WinZip. Irrespective of whether it is RAR or zip, this utility here can open both RAR and zip, including 7-zip application itself. Alright, so the next step is for us to launch our web browser. Here we have, I'm on Google Chrome. you need to already have like a Gmail account. Your Gmail account will give you access to several other Google services, one of which is the Google Drive. And in this case, we are going to share our files. We are going to upload our files to our Google Drive account and then share a link to the folder over the internet. If you have a Google account, by default you automatically have 15 gigabyte of cloud storage space forever. Alright, so every Gmail account you have comes with a 15 gig storage space on the cloud, on Google Cloud, so you can use that, upload whatever files and share. So without much talking, I'm going to type drive, that's drive.google.com, like so, and then it's going to take me to my Google Drive home. So here we have Drive, Google Drive, and then it's going to bring me to the home tab. Depending on whether or not you already have access or have utilized your Google Drive space, you're going to your screen might be different. In this case, I've got no contents in my Google Drive account. By default, I have moved everything to trash. That's why you could see here I've got my drive storage is 70% full, and you can see below here I've used up to 10.58 gig out of my 15 gigabyte for the free account. So you might want to have that in mind, that you have 15 gigabyte, and depending on what you store, 15 gig is pretty decent size for you to use. All right, because we landed on the home tab, we are going to click on My Drive. After we click on My Drive, we click on the New by the left top hand corner of the screen. Click on New and click on New Folder, and then a dialog box comes out prompting us to type a name for the folder for which we want to share its contents. I'm going to type a funny name here, say something to share, and that's the name of the folder where I want to upload my files and share. Then I go ahead and click on Create. I want you to do the same, and you can see inside My Drive you can see the new folder that we have just created, which is something to share. So the next step is go ahead and double click to open that folder. So you can see the directory here is My Drive, something to share, and then My Drive and something to share folder is empty. And if you notice, say the instruction says drop files here or use the new button. So if I click on New and click on File Upload, it opens a dialog box which allows me to select a location on my computer or machine to be able to upload files. Similarly, if I click on Folder Upload, it also gives me the opportunity to locate a folder on my machine and upload here and then be able to share. But in this case, I'm going to use the drag and drop method. So I already have the location on my computer opened. So I'm going to kind of minimize this screen, or kind of compress the screen so that I can see both my Google Drive screen and the folder that contains the files I want to share. I've got WinRAR and WinZip here, but each of them contains the same content from this folder, so I'm going to have to delete one or kind of ignore one. So I click on the files or folder that I want to share. In this case, I click on the WinZip, the text file, the video file, the image file, and the folder. I've got 5 items selected, so I'll just click on any one of them and drag over to my Google Drive window. If I release my left mouse button, let me move my camera. So here you can see uploading 2 items. So it's uploading all the items. So if I've got the folder with zip, I've got another folder here, I've got the video file, I've got this, and down below again is the text file. And then the status now is saying that 5 uploads complete, and remember we selected 5 items, and the 5 items are now displayed here under this something to share folder. At this point we can go ahead and close out of this. We are now ready to share either each of the individual files or share this folder which contains this file. But I'll quickly demonstrate how we can share a single item in this folder. So if I want to share only this image, or let's say if I want to share only this video or this text file, all I need to do is to go to the end of this file record. We have these 3 radio buttons here. If you click on which says more actions, if you hover over that button, if I go ahead and click on that more action, there is an option here or function that says share, and there's another function that says share and copy link. There are restrictions by default that would not allow you to just share this link. Otherwise, somebody will need to have access to your Google credentials to be able to access this file. So you want to click on this one that says share. A dialog box is going to open. Now you can see that that particular file, by default, the access is unrestricted, which means only people with access can open the link. But we want to click on this drop down arrow, and then we can see anyone with the link. So the person doesn't need to have a Gmail account or a Google access to be able to access the content of that file. So I'll click on this other option, and here you can see that the link has turned to global and unrestricted. At this point in time, I can go ahead and you can go ahead and click on copy link and click on done. This particular file now is shareable. Anybody that has that link on the internet can have access to that file. So let me quickly open a new tab and show you how that would look like. So if I open a new tab here and paste the link I just copied and then press enter, it's going to take me to that particular file alone and not the content of the entire folder. Let me open a browser in incognito window, because here I've got my login session, so it's not going to give us the result we expect. So let's assume this is some other person somewhere else who has gotten access to my shareable link and plugged it into his or her own browser and press enter. Remember, this link is a link that allows you to access a file. So in this case, we can see the file is here, the file that we created and gave a shareable link, so the person can go ahead and access this file. Similarly, if I want to share only this zip, a link to give access to only this zip folder, which is like a file in this something to share folder, I would have to go here, click on the dots, click on share function, and then finally click on share. Wait for a dialog box to open and then remove the access restriction by clicking on anyone with the link, and then copy this link, click on done. Again, if I send that link to someone else, so I'll go ahead and open a new tab in this incognito window, paste in the new shareable link and press enter. You can now see that it opens up directly to the content I want to share, not the entire folder. In this case, I was opened up to this particular file because that was the link that I created for this particular file, and here also I created a link for this particular zip file. So the person with the link can only have access to what you want the person to have and not the entire content of this folder. However, our interest is to share a link to this particular folder which contains all of this file. Similarly, how do we do that? We go here to the folder name itself, and beside the folder name is a kind of radio arrow or button, and we click on it. We're going to have all of these options, but we're interested in the share function, and then again click on share. By default, again, you're going to see that the general access is unrestricted, which means only people with access can open, and in this case I am the only one with access, but I want this file to be shareable and be accessible globally. Again, as before, I click on this link, click on anyone with the link. It has the access privilege has turned to global, which means anybody on the internet with that link, which I'm going to click on copy and done. Anyone with that link now can have access to this folder with these 5 contents. Let me quickly demonstrate that by opening a new tab. So I open a new tab in incognito window again. I click on that, I paste that link there. As you can see, instantly it's opened up to Google Drive, something to share with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. and no other access to any other area of my Google Drive. So no one is able to see any of this my pane here. The person only has access to what you want the person to share. So at this point we are done. This is just how you can share your content on Google Drive. But there's something I just want to add here. So I'll close that on the incognito window and go back to my main browser tab. So I just want to add something. So if you notice the link we had, the shareable link we had, it is a little bit lengthy and messy. It's not too organized, and it's not too ideal. If you're sharing this over the social media, it looks weird. How do we do this? We are going to use a free link shortening tool called LinkShuts. So I'll go ahead and type linkshuts.com and press enter. So LinkShuts, LinkShuts, linkshuts.com. So if you type linkshuts.com, it's going to bring you to a website that looks like this. And by the way, I've used this tool. I've got an account with this on this website for over 2 years now, a free account. And these are the things you can do with this website. So you can shorten your link. You can create a website even without having to host your own website. It's called bio pages. When you have an account here, and then you can create a QR code, you can create a virtual card, and then you can share a file link using just this one too. So it says one platform, do everything with one platform. To get started, click on get started. You can sign up for an account using if you have a Google account, you can sign up. If you have a Discord account, you can sign up. And so click on this, or you can sign up using so sign up with Google and sign up with, so if you have a Gmail account, you can sign up. So click on that. Okay, I think I'm already logged in. I already logged in, so my session was live. That's why it's kind of bringing me here. So I'm going to log out. But in your own case, all you need to do is to click on sign up and then go ahead and sign up. But if you already have an account on the platform, then you go ahead and click on sign in. When you click on sign in, you enter your email address and then you enter your password. In this case, I'm going to kind of type in my Gmail, my email account. Alright, so that is a demo email that I'm using, that I created and that I used to sign up here. Let me see if I'm lucky, if I still remember the password, and then accept captcha. Okay, yeah, so I'm in. So I'm into on this account. Remember, the goal is to make our shareable Google link to be prettier. How do we do that? First of all, I don't want to go into a tutorial on how to use this website. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. First of all, what you can do is to create a project. So if you have, say you are a teacher and you teach, I'm just giving an illustration that helps you understand your way around this particular tool. If you are, say, a teacher that teaches 3 subjects, biology, chemistry and physics, this is what project means. So you click on projects and then you click on create projects. Your first project is going to be, you're going to do things online that has to do with biology. So your first project could be, say, biology resources or links, biology resources or links, just to something you can remember that's in line, and then give that your project a color code. In this case, we're going to have like a maroon color code, and then click on create. So you have a project. I'm going to come back to this much later. Okay, so we have it here, biology resources or links, and then create a new project, and then you can call this chemistry resources or link, chemistry resources or links. And again, give this particular chemistry project a different color. In this case, let's choose so I'll move my camera away. Let's click on blue and then click on click on blue and then click on create. So we have biology resources are linked with maroon color, chemistry resources are linked with technically blue color, and again we are going to click on create project again, and in this case we are going to type maybe let's say mathematics resources, and then maybe this time around let's leave it with, let's leave it with the default color of black. So now we've gotten this. You can create as many projects as possible depending on the project or what you're doing. So we are done creating project is like categories of the links you want to save. All right, and what we are doing in the link we want to share is under Google Drive. So you can create another project and call that G Drive shares. Yeah, something like that helps you understand what I'm trying to say. G Drive shares. So we are shareables. G Drive shareables. G Drive, that's your Google Drive shareables. And then in this time we want to give it a different color, maybe something like green. And we can click on create. So we've got 3 categories here: biology category, chemistry category, mathematics category, and G Drive shareables. Now we are done with projects. We go back to our dashboard. All right, so we go back to our dashboard, or we go to shorten links. In this case we don't have any link shortened here, so we can either click on shorten links to see all the links that we have shortened. In this case we have none, or we go here and click on shorten URL. So if you click on shorten links here, or click on dashboard and click on create link, right? So take note, shorten links, there's no shorten links. So if we click here, it's going to give us the privilege to shorten a link. Or we go to dashboard. At any point in time you find that you're lost, click on LinkShuts and then click on dashboard here, and then you're here on your dashboard where you can do pretty much anything. So you can click on create link, and then you have 3 options here: create a bio link, shorten a URL, or vcat link. So in this case we're interested in shorten URL. So I'll go ahead and click on shorten URL. Remember the Google link that was ugly? This is where we paste it, which is your long URL. Paste it here by pressing Ctrl V, and then this is where we are going to shorten our URL. And in this case we have the privilege to use click.me or linkshot.com. Okay, linkshot.com is not activated for general use, so we are going to use click.me. So in this case, click.me, I'll just say what was the name of that folder? Something to share, for example. Something to share. I mean, something to share is just pretty much too long, so you could just put something like xty. That makes it very short. Or again, for reference, you can just put shareable, or you can just put G Drive, just something very short. All right, so shareable, or you can just type in your name, maybe chemistry. All right, so you want to share chemistry content, and then you click on create shorten URL. Now that ugly link has now been shortened to click.me/chm. So whenever this is a link now you're going to share your social media or to whoever you want to have access to the content of the Google Drive folder. But this is where the grouping now comes in, right? Remember earlier before now we created projects. So we have created your link. These are all other functions, geo-targeting, cloaking, the security status for your link, if you want it to be secured or non-secure. So HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, but HTTPS stands for Secure Hypertext Transfer Protocol. We're not going to talk about this for now. We are only interested in grouping our shortened links. So for you to do that, go ahead and click on advanced. When you click on advanced, you can see the project that we created here is now appearing here. At this point, this shortened link has got no grouping. So we come here, click on advanced to open the advanced tab, and then click on this none. You can have a drop down of all the projects you have created, which is all the categories you have created. In this case, we want to place this particular shortened link in our G Drive shareables, and then this particular link is under this grouping. So you click on updates. Alright, so successfully updated. Then you go ahead and copy your shortened link into the clipboard. You can go ahead and close out on this if you want, but so I'm going to open an incognito window to show you how that looks. So if you share this link, this is the link now you're going to share, https click.me. The click is click.me/chem, and then if you press enter, watch what happens. It's going to redirect us now to the Google Drive. So with this, we have come to the end, or I've come to the end of this demonstration on how you can share your files or folders over the internet using Google Drive. Again, as before, if you have any question, put it in the comment section, especially on how to use your LinkShut shortener program. I'm going to do a separate video to kind of break it down further. But like I said earlier, this is the Google Drive link, which looks a little bit intimidating or ugly, and then this is the shortened link, which looks like pretty much decent. So you share this link over the internet. Now I have opened this link once. If I click again, I have opened that link twice. Let's go and see our tracking. So here, if you come back to our dashboard, we want to know how many persons have clicked, or how many times this link has been clicked on for this to be accessed. You can see statistics here for this particular link. So if I click on these statistics, it's going to tell me that this link has been clicked twice from the country United Kingdom. This link has been clicked directly. So in other words, I send this link to somebody and somebody clicks it. It also is able to recognize which device was used to access that link. In this case, I'm using my desktop, my laptop computer, so it's on Windows desktop, and then I'm using Chrome browser, which is true, and then my default language is English. So these are all the tracking you can get. Again, it's also able to tell me how long ago this link was were being accessed. The first time I accessed it was 20 minutes ago, and then the last one just few minutes ago. So if I refresh this screen now, this might change to 21 or 22, and this one will change again. Let's see that. If I refresh that again, now I've got 1 minute ago and 2 minutes ago. So it makes so much sense. So this is why this tool is so powerful. All right, and if you go back to your dashboard and you want to be able to track statistics of your account, you can see that the total link that you have shortened is only one, and in this case it's true. This is the link here, and this is the category, and it has been opened or viewed twice. If I go back and again view this link, open a new tab, plug it in here and press enter. So if I go back to my LinkShut account and refresh, you're going to see that this statistics has changed. If I want to see the details of that statistics again, I click on that, and then if I scroll down, I'm going to see that I've got direct clicks 3 times from the United Kingdom and irregular parameters, and again I still have to track. So for some reason this is very, very helpful if you're doing some huge business on the internet. So go ahead and walk around LinkShut. If you have any question on how to use LinkShut tools, let me know again in the comment section, or visit just search LinkShut on YouTube. You should be able to find the page that deals with LinkShut precisely. So in order not to keep this video too long, I'm going to just end this here.